So folks, as you can see, we are in Elmira, aka Elmira, home of the past and present, if you want to call it that, famous people from Elmira. Hal Roach, Mark Twain, the astronaut, Tommy Hilfiger, Ernie Davis, of course, and some mutant-looking photo of, Brian Williams, that guy.
Who's the astronaut?
Krista McAuliffe, actually. No? Eileen College, that's right. Krista McAuliffe's dead.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's some vandalism done to that sign recently, and they're trying to get to the bottom of it. So just like any other thing in Elmira, that'll be up there like that for the next 15 years. But yeah, as you can see, they put a photo up of Janine Pirro over the Brian Williams photo, and they're now trying to get it off. Yeah, welcome to Elmira. Seriously, nothing. Left or right, nothing. This is what everybody sees when they walk into Elmira. This is the tourist destination if you're desolate or homeless. Because with that sign, all I see is that and that. I wouldn't think this is Elmira. I would think this is Edgers Incorporated. I think we're gonna go visit maybe a little Mark Twain's grave to show people what a memorial should look like.
Wow.
Yeah. Huh?
Hey yada hada yada hey yo.
Hey yada 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 hey yo.
Hip hip fit it up.
Hip hip fit it up.
Right yada 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 yo. Rub up 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 up.
Rub up 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 up.
Reeb up biddy bop.
Reeb up biddy bop.
Right yada 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 yo.
There's a place, and then the labor board has an office down here. That is where we got the business plan done for Jimbo Joe's Coffee.
Oh.
Right down the road. They signed off on the paperwork, said everything looked good.
So we're good for 2029.
2029, we're ready to come. On board. Jimbo Joe's Coffee. And possibly garlic pizza. There's a stolen lawnmower.
Here's a sign. Mark Twain.
Mark Twain Country. Yeah. There's City Hall, the old police department. So this used to be, there was never any brick, nothing. This was all just really rough road through here, and they've since gone through, put some nice landscaping in, new plants, new brick, new sidewalk. Not that anybody's ever gonna walk on that, they'll still walk in the road. This is the old St. Patrick's. Okay, folks, what we're standing in front of right now is the Mark Twain study here on the beautiful Elmira College campus. As you can see, the study's in the background. There's an old man peeking in the windows. Not sure how legal that is. But here is a "How did Samuel Clemens arrive in Elmira" sign. Basically, here's where the study used to be, where he used to stalk Olivia Langdon from up on top of the hill.
So he was a stalker.
Yeah. Not just a writer, but most writers are that way. But here's where they moved it. Here's a little board telling you how they did it all. And then the study was moved up here. We'll take a walk. So folks, this brick pattern here, very uneven, very unsafe. They probably should get this fixed before I trip and fall and file a frivolous lawsuit. Notice the sign for "Watch Your Step" is at the actual study and not where you should be watching your step. The Mark Twain study has been placed on the National Registry of Historic Places by the United States Department of the Interior. So yeah, there is something famous in Elmira that is actually on a registry for historic places. And this is the actual study. That's about all I got.
Oh, okay.
He read books, right? He used to smoke with a corncob pipe too, right?
Sure.
Yeah. So now what we're going to do, folks, is we're going to go visit the site where he's actually buried. Very somber. But we'll try to uplift you a little bit. We'll try to make it a little bit more fun It's coming right up next, folks. So, folks, as you see, we're sitting on the bus route here at the Elmira College campus. And we're going to be going up to the Woodlawn National Cemetery to...
You know the name.
Yes, the Woodlawn National Cemetery. And we're going to do a little exploring. At the same time, we're going to try to talk to Samuel Clemens,
Ooh.
a.k.a. Mark Twain, Mr. Huck Finn himself. I'm sure someone will call on a correction on that.
Paula?
Yeah, probably, yeah. She's got nothing else to do today. Center Street Park, down the road.
Seen a lot of finger rolls.
A lot.
Center Street Park.
A lot, because they had the double rims,
Yeah.
and you had to have a good layup. Because if you didn't, you weren't getting it in. It was. All right, folks, we're actually arrived at the Mark Twain gravesite. Actually, it's right there in the background, the tall stone that you see back there. Here is a little tour sign to tell you where and how he passed away. He is buried in Elmira. There are other family members buried here, and a little history about the Woodlawn Cemetery. There's quite a few stones here. Okay, folks. Oh, is he? Oh. Once we figure out where we're going. All right, so here is the actual grave. Right here, folks. I don't know who the person is underneath Mark Twain, but it says Gabriela Witz. I don't know who that is, but there you actually see the picture. I believe that's bronze. That's why it's green. And
What does it say at the bottom?
it says, death is the starlit strip between the companionship of yesterday and the reunion of tomorrow. To the loving memory of father and my husband. Interesting. There appears to be a lot of money. Coins on all the grave tops. Do you see all that?
This is his actual gravestone.
Okay, so we need someone to dial into the show and tell us what the money is for. Because there's probably $5 or $6 worth of coins. Pennies, quarters, dimes, nickels, quarters.
Give me a change?
I feel like we should be throwing some change down or something.
You gotta leave something.
I mean, I got a wet nap. We're here doing a little touristy, a little sightseeing, trying to show you folks what. Listen, we're not just about the 80s and 90s and pudgies and pizza and donuts. We're also a little bit about history. Kind of our specialty.
Kind of.
Maybe. Well, when I take you on these little sightseeing tours, this is actually in our hometown of Elmira. So there actually is some things worth seeing here.
Yeah.
Surprise, but there is.
The greatest American writers
Of all time.
of all time.
Yep.
Now explain what this is.
Folks, we have an app on here, and we're going to try to talk to. This is supposed to pick up negative energy, positive energy, and put things into words. And we're going to try to see if we can talk to Mark Twain while we're here, a.k.a. Samuel Clemens, or maybe his daughter Olivia, or maybe, who are some of these other folks that are here? Any of them want to talk to us and say hi? You know, are you happy we're here? Giving you some publicity? So is there anything we can do to help you? Have you moved on completely? Because I know once I left Elmira, I did want to go back. Are you happy people reading your books? Do you like your view? Anybody want to talk? Anybody? Somebody say something. Oh, well, we just did get an answer.
What do you say?
Folks, I'm asking questions and it said ask us.
Okay.
That kind of fits what we're doing here. Right now we're asking. So what do you want me to ask you? What is it we're trying to ask you? What do you want to tell us? Are you buried in the wrong spot? Does Elmira properly represent you? How's the ground temperature? We've gotten a lot of rain lately. Just asking. I'm asking because that's what they said to do. Ask. Have you moved on? Anybody with us? Anybody want to talk? Anybody? We don't even care where you're at right now. Somebody tell me.
All the things that are moving and stuff, is that like a normal amount or is that like a lesser?
So we're actually growing right now. So it's picking up on more things going on. So we'll probably get an answer here soon at some point. But somebody tell me, why are we putting money on your graves? Does anybody know? Just weird. I'm asking questions. Apparently doesn't want to talk right now. I don't know what's going on. But yeah. Kind of interesting. 2 very, very specific answers to some of our questions.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of these apps are hokey sometimes, but, got to go into them with a level of,
Is the wind picking up?
The wind is picking up all of a sudden. I don't know what, Daddy, no, I don't know what that means, but interesting. So what's on the other side over here? More Langdon. There's a lot of Langdons over here. Okay, well, we just got prayer and remain. So we're looking at the remains of people, and it said prayer right before remain. So we'll go to our little word list, and it just said prayer right before remain. So since we got here, it's told us to park the car, which we did. We're going to pull over up here, and I better get some answers. I want to talk to Mark Twain. And literally on my Ghost app, it told us to park. I don't know why we needed gauze. I don't know if somebody's going to cut. Maybe somebody has been cut. Maybe they're wrapped in gauze. I don't know. It wanted us to ask questions. We did. We got a daddy no. We got some prayer, and we got remain. I don't know. Going to ask you one last time. Anything you'd like to say before we go? Your last moment to speak live on the Talkin Baloney Podcast. And he answered, really. Almost as to say, really? Yeah, interesting.
Even he can't believe he's Talkin Baloney.
Yeah. See, folks, this is what Talkin Baloney does for you. People are surprised, genuinely. And right down below is the crying stone, which is right there. Well, just so everybody knows, Mark Twain's last words to me as we walk off he called me a wench. I mean,
He's always had good taste.
yeah. I mean, at least he went with an older name. You know what I mean? Like, folks, you can't make this up.
It says older.
It says older. Oh my God.
Understand.
It's almost like someone's talking to us now. When it rains, the type of stone this is, it ends up coming out of their eyeballs or something. And didn't one of them hang themselves or something? You can actually see where it looks like the eyes have cried. So I did ask if, what was didn't one of them, kill each other or hang each other? I don't know, but apparently it's a secret. I'm not sure. So she was only 32 years old. He was 76. Just looking at the stone itself, maybe she was to take care of him. I don't know. It's quite a big age difference there. Just weird because she definitely looks very young. See the crosses on the ears? Huh. Must have been a very religious person. Lots of crosses on the neck thing. Wasn't a lot of longevity back then. Hey folks, we are at the Ernie Davis grave, paying our respects to the Heisman Trophy winner from 1961, Ernie Davis, Syracuse University, then to the Cleveland Browns. Again, money on top of the grave. We really need to find out what this is all about.
Yeah.
Very shocking how crappy the Woodlawn Cemetery is taking care of grave sites and the property. It's shocking, actually.
There goes our sponsorship.
Darn it. Well, it was one of those dead sponsors. We weren't really... I'm here all week, folks.